Welcome to the channel, guys. I'm Toddy, and this is my 1959 28-foot Marionette aluminum boat restoration project. I bought this boat about 7 months ago, but just now decided to make videos about it. I've made a lot of progress so far, but there's still a lot to do. It was found in the woods, and that's where this story begins.
Okay, let's go.
And that's the guy I bought the boat from. He's the one that actually brought it out of the woods. So thanks, dude. So here's where they start putting everything back together, making sure it had fresh tires and big dreams, big smiles. Everybody's extremely happy about pulling this out of the woods. They finally get it back over to his shop, try to get it all cleaned up. Here's the inside. It had a old inboard in it, and the dream was to take that out, redo the inside. As you can see, the interior is dilapidated. It's all rotten, all kinds of stuff everywhere. But as we all know, that all is going to have to come out. It's got good paint. It's missing some windows. It just needs a lot of love. And here's where the fun begins. Demolition. As you can see, the majority of the inside has been gutted. Most of the stuff is out. Only left in there is going to be that old inboard and some extra stuff that they're going to put in certain spots for safekeeping so they know where it's at whenever it's time to go. Unfortunately, as you'll see here in a few minutes, that never happened. And this is where my journey starts. Guys, I wasn't even looking for a boat. It had always been a dream to have one of these, but it just happened to pop up on Facebook Marketplace. And the next thing you know, I'm over here messaging with the owner, negotiating, figuring out where the boat is. It ended up only being 2.5 hours away, so I convinced my wife to let me grab this. We did a little negotiating, and the next thing you know, I'm making the 2.5 hour drive down to Chattanooga from where I live. As you can tell, here we are, pulling it out of its resting spot where it's set for a little over a year or so with hopes and dreams, but unfortunately, the owner went a different route. As you can tell that the trailer is just a little sketchy, so driving 75 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour for 2.5 hours back to where I live down the interstate definitely will make your, you know what, pucker up a little bit, but it pulled great and finally made it back to my house. Well, bought another boat. 1959 Marionette, all family cruiser, all gutted. Go check out the outside here in just a second. Man, got some work to do. Stay tuned. Yep, lots of work to do. So I started cleaning. I started taking out all the old stuff that was in there, inspecting, figuring out where all the holes were, all the little places that I needed to get fixed, either fix myself or have somebody else fixed. I'm trying to do 99% of this myself, but unfortunately I don't have a welder. Know how to weld, just don't know how to TIG weld. But found a guy that was able to weld up some of these holes, especially on the bottom, which I didn't show in this video, but I'll show in other videos. Had to do some work on the trailer here. As you see, it's kind of jank. And then obviously we had to have some sort of propulsion, so I was able to find a donor boat that had a bad transom in it, ran down to almost where I found the actual Marionette boat, take the engine off, and here we are now. Together here, I'm going to put the cover back on it so it doesn't get wet. This thing's heavy. But yeah, worked out perfect. Bing, bang, boom. All right, major milestone here. Been working on the boat all day. Finally got it mounted. How about that?
Let's go. There we go. Just gotta put 2 more bolts in that down there. But yeah, she don't move.
How about that? Not bad for DIY. Dave, push the throttle down a little bit. Rolling. Yeehaw!